All right, welcome. Today, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to dive into your recycling bin and pull out a treasure chest of learning. We're talking about how to transform everyday trash into absolutely incredible, super engaging educational tools for kids.
So let me just ask you this. What if you could build an amazing, seriously stimulating learning space with basically no money? I mean, what if the secret to sparking real, genuine curiosity was already sitting right there in your home, just waiting to be discovered?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to build what I like to call a wonder room, a whole space just filled with these awesome educational kits. And here's the best part. They're all made from stuff you would normally just toss out. The whole idea of a wonder room isn't just about saving a few bucks. It's really a philosophy. It's about showing kids that creativity and learning, they're not things you go out and buy. They're things you make. And behind every single one of these projects, there's this simple but really powerful framework. Think of it like a recipe. Each kit has a clear why, that's the big learning goal. It has a how, those are the recycled materials you're going to use. And my favorite part, it has a what. And that is that magical aha moment of discovery for the kids. So let's get into our first kit and see how this works in practice. We're starting with one called the Cardboard Engineer. And this one, as you can probably guess, is all about construction, design, and really getting a feel for the principles of building. Okay, so the why here is huge. It's about teaching real-deal engineering skills and creative problem solving. And the what happens? Oh, this is where the fun is. Kids get to build, they test, they fail, they rebuild. They're actually physically learning why a triangle is so much stronger than a square because they're trying to build a bridge that won't collapse. It's learning by doing. And the how? It could not be simpler. Seriously. You just cut up some cardboard into a bunch of different shapes, squares, triangles, circles, whatever you want. Then you cut little slots into them so they can all interlock. Throw in a roll of tape and a few popsicle sticks, and you've just opened up a whole new world of design possibilities. And that's it. That is literally all you need. The guts of an empty Amazon box just became the foundation for a kid's architectural masterpiece. I mean, come on, it's engineering on a dime. Okay, from engineering, we are now going to pivot to biology with our second kit, the world in a bottle. This is where we get to create a living, breathing, miniature planet. The why here is all about taking these big abstract ideas like the water cycle and plant life and making them totally tangible. And the what happens? Oh, it's so cool. Kids get to be the caretakers of their own tiny little world, and they get to watch with total fascination as the water evaporates, forms these tiny clouds of condensation on the plastic, and then rains right back down to feed the plant. And creating this thing is just like building a tiny planet, layer by layer. You start with a clean bottle, put some rocks in the bottom for drainage, then a little layer of sand, and finally your soil. You pop in a small plant, add just a splash of water, and seal it up. That's it. You've just created a self-sustaining biosphere. How cool is that? And again, the materials list is as simple as it gets. An old plastic soda bottle, a few things you can find right in your backyard, and that's all you need to kickstart a pretty profound lesson in earth science. All right, for our third kit, we're diving headfirst into the world of art and transformation with the newspaper sculpture. This is where old news literally becomes new art. So the why for this one is kind of a two-for-one. It explores artistic ideas like shape and form for sure, but it also teaches a really valuable lesson in patience. And what happens is a genuine transformation. You start with this wet, goopy, floppy mess, and just through patience and layering, it turns into this hard, solid object that you can actually paint and keep. Now, the process is a classic for a reason. It's simple and it works every time. You just mix up a basic paste with flour and water, that's it. Then create some kind of base shape, either by crumpling up newspaper or blowing up a balloon, and then you just start layering on strips of paper dipped in your paste. I mean, just look at this list of materials. It's practically nothing. Yesterday's newspaper and a scoop of flour from the kitchen, and that's all it takes to unlock hours and hours of creative sculpting. So there you have it, right? 3 incredible learning kits, all made from stuff that was headed for the trash. But this is really just the beginning. The whole point of the Wonder Room is that it's always growing. I mean, think about it. You can make shadow puppets with some cardboard cutouts and a flashlight, or create magnet exploration trays with old cookie sheets. You can even make your own paints just by mixing kitchen spices with a little bit of water. The possibilities? They're just endless.
And this right here, this really gets to the core philosophy of this whole explainer. It's not about having the flashiest, most expensive toys. It's about providing the richest opportunities for discovery. The goal, like it says here, is just so simple. Spark curiosity cheaply. So now you've got the framework. You have that why, how, what model, and you've got a few ideas to get you started. The rest? Well, the rest is totally up to you and your imagination. So go on, take a look at your recycling bin and just ask yourself, what wonder will you make?